Welcome back, everyone. The next session of Reditus. Episode 97. Now let's do our recap from last week. Deep in the Crimson Ark's hideout, Darius struck the magical mirror that seemed to connect to Sinkusin, the blood letter. Ghoulish blood-covered arms were extending from it, reaching towards the group. The group were able to break the mirror and dispatch of the arms. Further study of the globe in Daylin's room brought Darius to a conclusion that Atlas's energy may not be destroyed, but instead sent back to its original resting place on the island that he originally came from. Dolman received a message. The Paradon and his two companions were about to arrive. He had to go greet them, stating that he would try to delay them as long as he could from coming down where the ATLADS were. Mastos discovered a note that explained that Daylin was using a weapon that he had developed to cut pieces from the Shadow Heart into smaller versions. They were feeding people with power, primarily magic users, to the smaller hearts to grow them. The group proceeded to the testing room. They were presented with a strange area made of rock, stone, and crystals. Shadow Heart and 5 smaller Shade Hearts rested on stone pillars, as a person seemed to be placed at each one, casting a ritualistic spell. Daylin floated down from what seemed like a floating room above the main Shadow Heart. The group, instead of trying to kill Daylin, as they had first planned, decided to try and enlist his help to kill Magnus. Darius divulged that Magnus had actually sent them there to spy on Daylin. Daylin did not seem bothered by the intrusion and engaged in conversation, trying to convince the group to help him, and then perhaps he could help them. The group proposed that he also help them eliminate Paradon and even feed him to a Shade Heart, and to prevent repercussions, tell Sinkusin it was the ATLADS that had done it. Daylin proposed a challenge. A one-on-one fight with the fierce warrior of the ATLADS, Jak Nara. If Jak wins, he will help the ATLADS. But if he wins, the ATLADS will help him. As Jak accepted the challenge, he did not wait for rules or stipulations, instead took 3 cheap shots with his knowledge pistol.
Cheap shots.
Daylin's relaxed facial expression turned to anger. 7 small motes of energy floated above his head. He grasped tightly a crystal ball in his hand, and he uttered, "How much will you miss this one if I obliterate him?" Be right back to see what happens next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Heartless, forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter's silent king, a shadow's wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire stand and strong. His awakened shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty fall.
Jak, just to catch you up to the moment. So you had kind of sneakily reached behind, pulled out your pistol, and 3 of the fire bullets from the nose of your pistol sinking into Daylin as he kind of like was hit back a little bit. You see the robes that he was wearing change into these robes with these eyes kind of scattered all over it, all open within the material, not physical eyes. As he kind of reels back, and as he says this to the group about obliterating you, you see him stretch out with the crystal ball, and you hear this pulse, and you feel your body almost being sucked forward. But as you stand there, you feel every ounce of moisture within your body be pulled from you. Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy. First roll of the night, boys.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, it's a good roll. It's a good roll, boys. 15 on the die. Con save gives me a +3, 18.
18. You take
89 million points of damage. Half.
23. You just hit the save DC. 23 necrotic damage. And as you feel like kind of the moisture be pulled out of your body, you see one of the motes of energy above his head release and shoot down. You can almost see this wave of energy shooting out from behind it. as it strikes towards your body. For a 21 to hit. And you take 23 radiant damage. Sorry, force damage. Apologize. As it hits you and you just feel this, you feel it almost insert inside your body and the bones around it kind of start to shake and vibrate as Daylin starts to float.
I currently have resistance to force damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Float his movement.
Okay.
He's just at the edge of the room as he's kind of looking down at you all. Angry look on his face. Jak, your turn.
Jak is going to check the battlefield here for a second because I actually don't know where Daylin's at.
He's flown up above you. He was about 60 feet away, and now he's gone right up to the room.
Lovely. Let me check something.
Just about 100.
Okay. Jak, seeing this, taking a intense hit. One second. Is going to kind of stand in place, look up to Daylin as Talamor's favor will appear in his hand, and he'll go, "Sorry, used to getting the jump on people," as he expands it, and he's going to shoot straight into the air. And in a very... I don't know if Jak is going for show. I think Jak knows that he's probably outclassed. But Jak is going to lunge himself just straight in the air as he takes on a spin, and he's going to go into a full rotation. As he does, the wind around him is going to start to pick up, and it's going to kind of drag the ATLADS more towards Jak as this wind builds up, as he launches to the height of what he can, as his hands come together as a blast of air just shoots straight towards Daylin.
Okay. So your Talamor's favor, are you using the... You're using the jump from it, or just the 10 feet extra height?
Just the 10 feet extra.
Okay.
He's just reaching out distance-wise.
So if you're standing still, it's you can add your strength modifier, whatever that is, to the 10 feet. Minimum of 1.
1.
Okay. So you would jump like a Talamor's favor out, gives you that extra lift. You get about 11 feet in the air, and then you feel all the air almost come around from that doorway that you guys came through, almost be pulled. You guys kind of rush forward a little bit as you feel this energy pushing out. And that goes for 100 feet, right?
120 feet.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it can reach to 120 feet.
Yeah, yeah. So it just almost shoots straight out as you see the strange kind of particles of purple in this kind of wind just shooting up towards him.
He has to make a strength save.
Strength save. Okay. That is a natural 1.
Excellent. Ooh, actually, very excellent. And this is 48. So 1 second. Oh my gosh. As he takes 23. Is this force damage as well?
The thunder.
No, bludgeoning damage.
23 bludgeoning? Okay.
Damage, yeah, as he casts Wind Wall. And he's going to shoot it. I guess let me show you so you have a good visual. It is angled because he's going up at him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I kind of pictured it like a straight diagonal up towards.
Yeah. Oh, it's not doing that. There we go. So yeah, he'd be shooting it. But it is 50 feet long and 15 feet high, and it's a foot thick. But it's just gonna punch through him. And it's something that's gonna remain.
You said 50 feet long? I thought you said 100. It was 100 feet.
I can put it out 100 feet.
Oh, I see.
Or
okay.
I can shoot the spell out 120 feet, but it's 50 feet long,
Gotcha.
15 feet high, and so he's gonna kind of put it dead center of Daylin as it just hits him.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So as this wind kind of evaporates and you feel kind of pushed towards you, and Daylin kind of like tries to bring his hands up to almost hold back from it. As these purple particles kind of like start shooting through his body, you can see little rips appearing in his robe as he kind of gets pushed back a little bit. You see what looks like the back of some bookcases or something just fly forwards out of the way.
Excellent. And then for his bonus action, Jak is going to... He's out of those. That's lovely. That's out of those. That's lovely. He's out of those. That's lovely. Jak is going to, as he's dropping down out of the sky, or back to the ground, as he's like sliding back down Talimor's favor, he's going to give him his little finger gun. He's going to point it at him.
Okay. Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, as he casts Hunter's Mark, and then he will. Yeah, he's not going to talk. He's
Can you
locked.
do that?
Okay. Hmm?
He's not going to.
Jak clears his sinuses.
Sinuses, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you...
And he's not going to do anything.
Sorry.
And then can you take your measurement off the thing for me?
No.
I assumed there'd be begging by now, but
There we go. Nah, Jak's balls to the wall, man.
have his balls on the wall pretty soon.
Yeah, he might be in a million pieces, but it's all right.
So, yeah, as you kind of push him back and he looks down, a little bit of look of confusion on his face, not having done as much damage as he had first expected. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, wisdom save, eh? That is an 11 on the die plus 3, putting me at a 14.
14, okay. Sorry, 1 second.
What up, mooching dogs?
Ollie. I'm
So many
sorry, I'm
options.
wrong. It's a strength saving throw. My apologies. Strength saving throw.
That would make it a 15, unless you want me to re-roll.
No, it's good. So yeah, he points out the crystal ball. This time, not feeling any surge or pull of energies from your body, but instead, you feel something lift you. As you look down, you realize the ground is starting to move from below you. As he raises you 30 feet in the air. Holding
That's
you in
real
midair.
aura farming.
He kind of tilts his head a little bit. Well, you got the jump on me, but let's see what you're really made of. As he starts to float back, and one of the motes of energy shoots out towards you. 5 remaining above his head.
I wouldn't even say that's 5 turns for Jak.
27 to hit. That will be 42 radiant damage. Force damage. I keep saying radiant. It's force damage.
I'm resistant!
Indeed. So 21.
Ugh. That's still a lot of damage.
You pull me in so I can watch him die.
It's actually pretty cool. Like watching him go up into the sky. Mastos is just like,
And Daylin will stay there. He will not use any movement, and he will end his turn. Jak, you're up.
So I'm being held into the air.
You feel yourself right now be held by some type of force 30 feet in the air. You feel yourself unable to move currently. If you wish to try and break free of it, you may use your action to do so.
Now I feel like Jak would feel this. Is it like is it just like an overwhelming force holding him in place, or is it just like he is like casually like he's flown before? So does he? What's like? Is there a comparison?
Roll it an intelligence check.
Oh gosh. That's actually a really good intelligence check. A 19.
19. Okay. So you would compare this to when in many fights you've been in, when you kind of get grappled and you get pulled to the side or whatever, like a forceful kind of pull. You almost picture this like somebody has kind of grappled you and kind of pulled you upwards and is holding you there in a grapple.
Now this is just, I guess for me, does it feel like when Lord of Amoria like pushed us down to the ground?
No, that was a different sensation. You're not feeling any tingling in your chest, if that's what you're referring.
Okay. Jak already looking pretty wounded, is gonna kind of look back at the group as he kind of is slowly putting his hands up. I think you guys are gonna have to obey him. And he's going to attempt to clap his hands together one more time as the air starts picking up as he shoots another line directly at him.
Okay. Strength saving, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you clap your hands, send the energy out. And as the energy comes close, you see Daylin kind of...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I have the mantle of spell resistance this whole time. I've been having advantage on my stuff, and I'm not even doing it.
So, well, like you saved anyway, right? So, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, as you clap your hands and the wind kind of evaporates again, this purple rush of air up towards Daylin again. It kind of gives you a little bit of a smile. And as he does so, you see him kind of twist the crystal a little bit, and it starts to shimmer and shake. And as the air starts to hit him, these vibrations just push the air out of the way as he resists it. Does he take half damage?
Yes. Let me double check. Sorry. Yes. Half damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
25.
25. Oh, so half of that. Okay.
As like Jak's holding it and the wind kind of goes from him as he kind of like slowly lets his arms down. And for kicks and giggles, bonus action. Actually, would my I don't think it would, but would my Hunter's Mark take anything, or is that just like a? Sorry, when you that's just a melee weapon. All right, never mind. He'll drink a small healing potion.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like struggle against the force that's holding you and pull out a potion.
Yes. It's 2d4 plus 2. And then that'll be it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Dual ones, baby.
Looking over, you look, Daylin look angry. His robe kind of ripped up a little bit. You do see blood kind of coming out of the holes where these small particles have been damaging him, as well as the 3 gunshot wounds that he has. He doesn't seem to move. He kind of just blinks his eyes a little bit, and another one of the motes above his head flies out at you. Natural 20. So that
I'm resistant. I'm resistant, boys. There's a chance.
okay. So full dice damage plus.
I'm gonna guess it's like in the 60s.
Okay, so 43 plus.
I'm gonna start playing a sad song in the
80,
middle.
91 damage.
That's more than my starting health.
So 45, I guess, if you're resistant.
So
Yeah.
So as the mote kind of flies out, as you guys watch this mote of energy pierce through Jack's chest, not stop at his chest, and proceed through as it flies off into the darkness behind. And you see Jack immediately go limp, still suspended 30 feet in the air. He looks down at you all. I suppose that means you're going to help me?
We can talk about it in a moment, but please, just let our boy back down. And Trey, like, I imagine that there's a little bit of room kind of at the edge of this platform here, where Jack is suspended up and Trey is underneath him, arms out.
Oh, yes, of course. And he looks like he's kind of releasing Jack. You see the body kind of like drop right before it hits your arms. He kind of just smiles and just tweaks his hand a little bit. And the body kind of like sustains just a few inches above your arms. Very well. So, shall we proceed?
I walk up and touch Jack and say, "You tried." And I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Before that,
Or-
Jack, roll a death saving throw, please. That's about 6 seconds would have gone by.
Yeah.
I don't have to get a modifier for that, right? Because I just
No, it's just
16.
yeah. Okay, so okay, good. Yeah, so you cast Cure Wounds into Jack. Go ahead.
You're lucky, Jack. You know what? No, you're not that lucky. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Oh, that's pretty good. You heal for 14 damage.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yes, Jack's eyes kind of flicker a little bit as he kind of takes an extra big deep breath in. You see the blood still kind of gushing out of the holes in him.
Is he still suspended, or is like Trey holding him at this point?
Trey's holding him. Yeah, he kind of stopped, like he was going to drop him, stopped in a few inches, and then let Trey take you.
I'll rush over to him and cast Cure Wounds as well.
Yeah, as Jack's kind of like being held in Trey's arms. I don't think I win that one.
Don't fret about it. You did good, kid. Lots of people were a bit shaking in their boots, but not you.
Jack just kind of like lays his head into him.
This is all very well and good, but time to feed the hearts, yes?
One of us is going to watch then.
What's Elion do to Jack?
What do you mean one is going to watch?
Might as well give them Jack.
7,
I
4,
don't think Jack is exactly what they're looking for.
14 as well. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. You could relieve these gentlemen from their duties and each take a shade heart. This one is the smallest, so whoever is the most powerful among you in regards to magic and abilities, be suggested to start there. He gestures over to the left hand.
How long do we
side
need to
in
be
the west.
connected to these things?
Oh, well, depends how quickly you drain.
Did he look at anyone specifically when he said about the most powerful among you?
He did not. He's just looking down at the group. He's so high up, it's pretty hard to tell who he was even looking at.
Before Elion
think
thinks
anything?
about suggesting himself,
So you-
Mastos
right?
will step forward. And
Okay.
with his hand still on Jack, it's my turn.
Yeah, you take a few steps forward. And Elion, just to, I know you disconnected last time, but you were trying to detect thoughts, and you could not penetrate. You couldn't feel or hear anything from his mind.
Did I feel like blocked, or does it feel empty?
It feels blocked.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so Mastos, you step forwards as Daylin kind of looks at very well. Can you this is the most powerful one magically, yes? He gestures down to the group. The one with no conciso magic. That's who's the most powerful. Really?
I will step forward.
Okay.
I will say internally to myself, I don't know what to do here. What do we do? This doesn't seem right. What do we do?
We should kill him. It will save everyone if he cannot hurt Jak again.
He's very powerful. I don't know. Can you? Will everyone be safe?
And there's a delay in the response. He's too far for me to do anything. Too far away.
So how do we kill him?
We'll find a way. We always do.
I don't think he's gonna let us out of here. How do we get out of here?
Play along for now, I think. Wait for our chance.
Okay. Let him hook us up to one of those things.
The others, not us.
I think he knows about what we're capable of. The way he was talking.
Then he won't be surprised when we kill him.
Okay, all right. I will wait for your signal.
Mastos Daylin looks down, kind of smiles towards you, and the head turning to Darius as Darius steps forwards. Do you need to hand over there, Mr. Silverstrum, or can you get yourself there?
Where am I going?
And he gestures over to the western pillar closest. You can see it's the smallest of the shade hearts in the room.
Can I get there on my own?
Some climbing, getting down and trying to climb up the pillars, or if you had a way to jump from your platform to the other one.
Yeah, I'm not going to burn a spell slot to do him a favor. So I will somber on my way over.
Climb down the side. And...
All right, so you're going to climb down. There's some floating rocks as well. You can hop your way down to the ground to walk over to the other pillar. If you
I'm
wish.
the most powerful magic user in the group. Starts climbing the rock.
Feel my power.
Like tripping.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so you make your way down. Daylin kind of looks a little bit confused as he watches you slowly start to scramble down the side of the pillar. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics for me.
It's really a roll of embarrassment.
Oh, it would be a 15.
15. Yeah, easy enough. You find your footholds, your handholds, kind of using those floating rocks when you need to kind of bounce off and move your way down until you hit the ground below. Start working your way over. As Darius starts descending, is anybody else doing anything within the room?
No.
Okay.
If he just volunteered.
I think Jak would cure wounds himself. He's gonna burn 2 of his second level cure wounds, if that's okay. Like, or if you want to do 1 now and then in a
It's
little
up to you.
bit.
During this time, with not being in combat, Daylin seems fairly relaxed. Seems to believe that you guys are going to go ahead, so he's kind of out of the mode where he's on high alert. So if you wanted to cast a spell or two to heal yourself, you can. Just note he will watch for anything aggressive towards him, obviously.
Yeah.
I am going to, as I am descending, like kind of like look like I'm scratching my chin and like whisper into the ring. I don't know if you can hear me. We are in shit. We need help. I don't know if you can locate me, but if you can, please send help.
Noted. Send your intent through the ring in the hopes that Radagon can hear you. Okay, what is everybody else doing, or anybody else doing anything?
I think if Daylin's mood has like shifted from his like very upset thing back to like how he was when he started, very relaxed. I think Jak, like feeling better, being healed as much as he would get out of Trey's arms, kind of stand up, hold himself, and just kind of like look up to Daylin and just kind of not. He's trying to make eye contact with him, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. He kind of looks down. He's kind of watching Darius as he walks off to the side. Anybody else want to do anything as well? Just poised and ready.
I guess we don't have to wait one at a time for us to do this.
The quicker you get started, the quicker you get finished.
Did he expect us all to participate in this, or just the 3 with Conciso magic?
Oh, you're all
They're just
participating. They will just, it'll be the easiest on them.
Oh. I thought you just wanted them, because they were more magically adept.
I do, but not just them. They grow quicker when they're more powerful.
I will start heading to the one that's opposite of the one Darius is heading to. The one he's heading to this one over here.
Yeah, he's going to the west one. So you want to go to the one at the east?
Yeah, this one, right? Oh, the one to the east is the smallest.
Oh, yeah, the one to the west is the smallest.
What about the one in the middle?
That's the Shadow Heart.
No.
Yeah, I'll go to, and as I make my way over there, I will cast message to Darius as a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And once I'm like kind of down there, and
you guys did psychically link.
No, we didn't.
Oh no, you didn't because you did a long rest.
Yes,
my apologies. Yes.
Well, no, technically it says at dawn.
Oh, so you can't use it. That is.
No.
It's not technical. That's the actual rule.
Yeah, it does say at dawn. Resets at dawn.
So it is
There you
technical.
I've been waiting for it to 2 per long rest, but resets at dawn.
Right.
So I will. Do you have a plan? Are we just doing this?
That's to everybody?
The Darius, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He didn't actually cast it.
Right.
Nope, no plan. I'm terrified at the moment, and I don't know what to do.
We can't get anyone here, and we can't escape. I don't think there's anything we can do but play along.
I don't imagine this is going to be pleasant.
We've had worse.
When?
I just think back to like never have we experienced something like this. Maybe it won't be that bad.
I am going to. Opto was the engineer guy, right?
Yeah.
I am going to cast sending to him and say, emergency. in portal room. If can, bring everyone. Expect heavy resistance.
Roll a D100, please.
I saw Jak like,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
you did. Yeah, you
100.
did. Yeah, you did.
Fail. Fail.
That's hot.
As you
I've
send
never
your
seen
intent through, you feel it almost bounce back at you.
Fuck.
You feel this, and it almost feels like it wasn't Cinecalum when you tried to send a message to the door and it kind of came back. No feedback in regards to electricity or damage or anything like that, but you can feel your message almost just dissipate into the ether as you send it out.
100 was bad. The first time I rolled 100 is bad.
Yeah, 5% chance at the top.
All right, I will attempt the same thing again.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll a d20. I mean, d100.
100. Whoo! 94.
Oh my.
Wow.
Sorry, could you repeat the message again?
I
I know the general gist, but did you identify yourself?
Oh, I mean, I didn't think I would need to, but if I do, I would say it's Digby.
Yeah, so a little bit goes, about 10, 15 seconds goes by. But this caster fell up here. He's got everybody talking to everyone. Can't leave right now. Dolan will figure something out when he can.
You just kind of see Darius tense up.
And as you guys are watching Mastos and Darius kind of start to head off towards their shade hearts, you see Daylin slowly floating and backing up, seemingly going to the room that is above. What are the other three doing?
So there are 4 shadow or shade hearts that need addressed.
There's 2 being taken care of, and then 3 left.
Okay, so there's enough for all of us.
There happens to be 5 shade hearts.
Maybe I just didn't see them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I'm just blind.
Still
Okay.
recovering from the battle, wiping the
right.
blood out of your eyes.
Jak will go to the most difficult one to get to.
Okay.
So that looks like this one off to the left. And he will cast... Oh, I just dropped myself off a cliff.
He will cast instant death on himself.
So you're going to the one in the southwest?
Yes.
Okay.
I like it was moving Jak, and I like how he just fell through the map.
Yeah.
It's like
let
a
me
Baldur's
just-
Gate death. And if he needs to, he will cast Jump on himself and use Talamar's Favor to get up there, hopefully effortlessly.
Yeah, so you start working your way down. Darius getting a little bit closer now. Darius, just roll an acrobatics for me. It's easy for you, just avoiding a 1.
19.
19, perfect. Yeah, you just kind of hop over to the bottom of the pillar. Mastos, easily making your way over with your mithril leaps. The bottom of the pillar as well.
Sorry, it was a 26. I just read you the dice roll, but you know.
Just in case it matters. And then Jak, you're making your way. Elion and Trey, as everybody's kind of starting to peel off. What are you guys doing?
I think as Trey and Jak start to climb down, seeing that Jak's about to like take his Talamar's Favor and hop away, I think Trey, as he's like letting Jak go, he'll say, "It looks like we don't have much choice here. We're kind of at the mercy of Daylin for the moment, and what we're gonna do now is buy some time. If things get too intense, I need you to remember what you fight for, and you hold that in your head, and you hold that in your heart. It's only temporary. You got that?
Yes, sir. As he says that, Jak will pull out 4 of the advanced arrows that he has, and he'll put them like down in his quiver.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Place them in.
And Trey's gonna start moving towards one of these shade hearts.
Okay. You have the one to the south or the one to the southeast?
I think he'll just take the one nearest Jak.
Okay. Yeah, so you start heading that direction. Perfect. And Elion.
You can see Elion notably like getting more and more fearful as he's kind of like clutching his book, watching each one of his friends kind of venture off. And he just starts to kind of slowly back up towards the portal. Looking down, kind of frantic, like says to himself, what do I do? He's expecting me to go over there. I don't want to go over there.
Just play along for now.
You're gonna hook me up to one of those things. I don't know how to save everyone. I'm not strong enough. I'm scared. I don't want to die here.
I'll make sure that we don't die. You always make sure that I am protecting us.
It's more than just me now, though. It's them. I can't let them die either. I need your word.
I cannot promise anything.
I need your word that you'll try. Brother. Please.
I will prioritize us, but I will try to save who I can.
Okay. And I'll start stepping forward and heading towards the only one that's left.
Okay. As you get to the edge, go ahead and roll an acrobatics.
2 minus 1.
As soon as you start to turn around to try and slide off the edge of the cliff, you lose your footing and poof, 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 poof. Roll a d6 for me.
That is a 3.
3 bludgeoning damage as you kind of scramble, get your arms up to try and get a foot holding and feel your back hit the ground. Boom.
Ouch. You sure you need me? Quite frail.
No response from Daylin. Seems to be out of sight right now. At this point, Darius, kind of climbing your way up. There's the side of this column. It's not steps, but the way it is structured, it's easy enough to kind of get yourself up there. And as you crest the top, you see a pile of bones, skeletons at the base of this shade heart. You see underneath, you can see a clear magical circle that encompasses the ground right beneath it as it's slightly glowing. And you see this humanoid figure completely robed, the cloak covering the face at the sides, just muttering words towards the shade heart. What do you do?
I want to pull the hood back.
As you reach out, pull the hood back. As you do, you see translucent skin. You see the skin that is still around the mouth and the nose starting to kind of droop down. See the eyes glazed over as it just continues to mumble towards the shade heart. No hair.
How do I take over?
Oh, you're there. Okay. Got it. No problem. And you hear a little click, echo. And you see the form beside you stop muttering. The arm come back in and sit cross-legged on the ground.
Did the like translucency go away in his skin?
No.
Is that gonna happen to me?
Oh, not for a very long time. You can see so sorcerer. The magic within you withstands such things. He was merely an apprentice.
Insight check.
Also, can I hear that? As someone who is not a Consiso magic user?
Daylin is up in his room echoing this through the entire area. Everybody can hear this. He must be using some spell to make it carry this far.
What happened?
He's tired. Yeah, roll insight.
His skin is see-through. 15.
Think. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be telling the truth. As far as you know, yeah, he was just an apprentice, and he's getting trained easily because he's not very powerful.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about the incantations. Simply place your hand on the shade heart, and it will start the connection for you. Don't
So he's not. Sorry.
break it, though. It is currently contained. If you break it, then you're in big trouble, Mr. Silverstrum. It's fragile. It's a baby.
We're all psychically connected, yeah?
No.
He didn't cast it.
Oh.
He was
I
sending
couldn't.
He was sending
Not
message.
just I can't. Don't blame me. Don't put it on me.
What dawn happened? You get
Can
your
I,
feedback at dawn.
When I get down, I want to kind of when I fall, before I get back up, if I still have time to do that, I want to bring out my bird.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
And then, how far can he away from me? Can he apparate?
30 feet.
3 feet. All right, yeah. I'm just gonna. I want to fly him up. I want to take a look at what he's doing up there.
Okay. Yeah. You open your book and you kind of peel that raven as it kind of forms, comes out, and just kind of apparates up closer to the bottom of the floor of the room above. So he starts flying up there. As he does, Mastos, you reach your column, very easily scampering your way up. You see figure, hooded, mumbling, circle bones all around. What do you do?
Kick the baby. No. Tap the guy on the shoulder. Just I'm supposed to do what you're doing.
As you tap on the shoulder of this person, you feel your fingers unnaturally go deeper into the shoulder than it really should. And you can feel the bones underneath as your finger almost pierces right through into the shoulder bone. No reaction.
I'm gonna remove the hood.
Yeah, you pull back the hood, and as you do pull back the hood, you see that pieces of hair fall from the back of the hood onto the ground. As you see this feminine figure, fully translucent skin, all clear. You can see the veins and the bones from within as they're holding together, glazed eyes, just muttering towards the Shade Heart.
I've never seen magic do this to someone, correct?
Roll a history.
That is a 12 plus 13. 13.
13. No, you have not.
It's really weird.
I will say, I'll say this with just the 13 in the general observations. I will say that when Jak got attacked, when Daylin attacked him, seeing that life energy, that moisture be pulled from his body, it looks like it could be something similar to that.
I'm just kind of shocked for a minute. I don't exactly touch it yet.
Okay.
So, gonna give me a second.
Just observe.
This thing's really gross, and I'm like, this thing.
Okay. Absolutely. At this point, Jak, you'll be skipping your way down towards the other Shade Heart. Acrobatics, please, to get yourself up there.
Sweet. That'll be a 22.
Yeah, amazing. There's a floating platform. You easily teleport up there, almost right before your feet hit the ground. You extend it again and hop yourself right up to the corner as you now see a figure standing, chanting towards this Shade Heart with a glowing runic circle underneath. What do you do?
Jak would approach cautiously,
Mhm.
and he would kind of go up to the figure and like pat him on the side, like, "Hey, I'm here to relieve you."
No reaction. This keeps them
How much space is between the Shade Heart and this person?
just a couple of feet.
I think Jak would kind of walk in front of them and like try to get their attention.
Okay. As you walk in front, and you kind of glance over, and you see what looks to be a human male. Blue eyes, blonde hair, kind of draped down the front of the shoulders. Just mumbling. Doesn't seem to acknowledge you. The hand kind of getting hit to the side, and just continues to hold the hand to the side, and continues to keep mumbling.
Hey, buddy, you can stop. I'm gonna take over.
Doesn't acknowledge you.
Jak's gonna kind of put his hand up on the guy's shoulder and then like slowly take the hood down.
Yeah, you peel the hood down. Looks like an older human male. Blue eyes. You can see that there's the blue in the cornea is like starting to fade almost to a gray. Blonde hair you can see coming from the source of the head, starting to slowly gray through the blonde hair. Just continues to not acknowledge you.
And Jak's gonna like speak up. How long are we doing this?
Well, you'll be doing it until probably you pass out. You hear a click, and the person beside you stops chanting and sits down cross-legged on the ground.
I think Jak is gonna look towards Darius to see if he's looking.
As you glance over, Trey, are you rushing over, or just kind of generally walking and kind of taking in the scene, or what's the plan?
I definitely think that Trey's taking his time. He's trying to collect any potentially useful information.
Mhm.
Probably not finding much in here that's going to be all that valuable to know, but checking sight lines and trying to look for any place that maybe an escape route, like if there's a tunnel, or if there's good cover to hide behind something, if he needs to be able to like run quickly.
Okay. Yeah, roll perception for me.
25.
25, amazing. Yeah, you walk through and you kind of keep clocking your colleagues to make sure everybody's safe, nobody's being attacked. As you walk down, you kind of take in the sight of the main Shadow Heart in the middle. Being this is the first time you've really seen anything like this before. noticeably larger than the other shade hearts scattered around the room, and you can see a magnitude of bones scattered all around this thing. You do also see a arcana kind of ring set underneath it is currently glowing, but you don't see anybody up there. You just see the piles of bones all there, and you see a kind of a small glow coming from it, and it almost looks like a purple mist. It kind of like is pushing up against the inside of this thing almost, and kind of just moving slowly around from within this kind of sphere. You look around, you can see that there are broken pieces of floating stones, and you're almost like piecing together in your head, okay, if I need to be over there, I could hop here, do this one, do that one. So almost like battle plans in your head as you're moving through, if need be. As you look out, it looks like endless, not darkness, it's not black, it's purple. It almost goes to a haze. As soon as you look out to a certain distance, that clear kind of purple light almost just seems to turn to fog or something. Something feels like it's just obstructing your vision. And noticing there are some gaps in the ground here, these rocks, there are some little gaps as you kind of glance through, and you can see just endless darkness below. But you reach the end of the where the bottom of the pillar is. Wish to go ahead and hop up there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, go ahead and roll an acrobatics for me.
26.
26, amazing. With no problem. You kind of like jump up a little bit, grab one hand on the hole, and just kind of yank yourself up, and both feet down as you look over and you see this figure mumbling towards the shade heart. Bones on the ground, scattered around. What do you wish to do?
What are the odds we wind up like those bones down there?
Nothing. Just a constant mumbling.
Wait. Focus up. What you know about this thing? Trey's gonna kind of look back and look around. Look, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this, and I figure you're in just as deep as the rest of us, so work with me here. And Trey's gonna reach up and like put a hand on the guy's shoulder, maybe like try to nudge him a little bit.
Yeah. Put your hand on his shoulder, you hear, and the arm drops to the ground.
Oh,
As this person continues to mumble.
Oh, that's not natural. I think Trey's gonna reach up, slowly pull the hood back.
As you pull the hood back, you see half of a skull on one side. You see this translucent skin dripping off one side of the face, one eye left on the right-hand side, as it looks like half a skeleton simply just mumbling and talking towards this shade heart.
I sure don't want to end up like you. And Trey's gonna look past that guy and around and look at the edge of the platform he's on. Are there any bones near his feet?
Yes, there's bones scattered in a circle all around where the Runick's engravings are.
Trey's gonna look around and sort of nonchalant lean down and pick up a femur off the ground and just chuck it over the edge.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a strength check.
I got a 6 on the strength check.
Nice. You kind of toss it and it doesn't quite get to the edge. It just kind of hits the edge, rolls off. As you kind of look at it, as you see it drop off for a few feet, starts to drop, and then after a few feet, starts to slowly continue to drop, but extremely slowly. At this point, Elion, as you continue your walk slowly towards the Shade Heart. You watch a raven as it looks like it's a good vantage point above the floating room now.
Yeah, I wanna dock in, jack
Okay.
in.
Yeah, you kind of switch over as you get a little bit closer to your objective, and then kind of stop for a second and close your eyes. You see the raven looking down. You can see Daylin standing over by the edge where Darius is kind of peering over towards Darius's direction. You can see he puts an empty flask on the table beside him and wipes off the side of his mouth. And he's staring over at Darius, watching intently. Doesn't even notice your bird, not even looking in that direction.
I want to scan his little room area. Does anything jump out at me? Anything that might be useful?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, roll perception for Birdie.
Birdie perception.
I think you actually named Bird, but I don't remember what.
Raven. I can't remember what I named him. Perception.
I'm pretty sure you named it Raven.
that could be it.
So 15 plus bird perception is a plus 3.
Okay. Yeah, great. So yeah, as you take it all in, you do get a good aerial view of now everybody kind of getting into position almost. Around the room itself, you see a desk, you see some books and papers kind of scattered. You see what looks like a table where he must eat. There's like leftover food on the table. Some bookshelves that are actually pushed and scattered all over the middle of the room, face down. You kind of like piece it together and see that's where these bookshelves that Jak knocked over with his spell and scattered everywhere. But in the center of the room, there's this strange looking pillar, this dark gray pillar. You see kind of these, almost looks like kind of horns sticking out the top of it. But you see 4 glowing yellow gems in the center of this pillar, kind of like halfway up. And it looks quite comfortable up here. He's got like a nice carpet. He's got a cushy little banquette there. And a fire is burning in the corner fireplace.
So sorry, so the 4 gems, I kind of want to inspect a little further. Do I like? Do they look magical? Do I like? What do I see about them?
So they are glowing. Do you want? How close do you want Raveny to get?
If his back is to me,
Mhm.
then I would be fine with her kind of perching up on the hearth.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth for me. At
Raven
advantage.
Raven stealth. Nat 20.
Amazing. You're pretty sure that she's keeping herself pretty well hidden.
Okay.
Now a perception. Yeah, let's do an investigation or an arcana. Your choice.
Okay. At advantage?
No.
Oh, okay. So would that be mine or would that be the Ravens?
I will
Is
do
that what-
yours. Looking through their eyes, you're trying to access sort of your knowledge.
Okay. So that's a 13 on the die, and I'm gonna do they're both the same. So you pick. It's not or it's dirty 20, but either Arcana or Investigation is gonna be the same answer either way.
No, it'll be different. It depends on
Oh,
what you're doing as
okay.
to what sort of information you're accessing.
I'll probably go Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of get her to kind of peer in at these things. And although the structure, the shape of these things don't really give anything away, but kind of the color and kind of the rhythmic pulsing of it reminds you of some type of protective magic. You understand that these crystals are definitely magical. Obviously, you can't figure out exactly what it's doing, but the pattern and sequence of how this is emanating, you feel it's something to do with some sort of protection.
Do they look like they're like in unison, or does it look like each one has its own purpose?
They look like they're in unison. Whatever they are, they all seem to be functioning in correspondence exactly with each other.
And the markings on this totem / pillar, anything stand out or recognizable?
It actually just looks like a random piece of rectangular rock. You don't see any special carvings. There's a couple little cracks in it. You see the kind of horn thing sticking out the top, but it looks, other than the gems, it looks pretty unremarkable.
These gems, do they look like they're secured in it, or are they just like sitting in holes? Like, would they be easily pluckable, or do they look like fused in the rock?
You'd really have to get, like, it looks like it's flush with the surface, but to see if they could be pulled out, or maybe if they're like larger behind that, you would have to kind of get up to it and get a little bit in there.
Okay, all right, let's very stealthily do that.
Okay.
I want her to almost like stealthily kind of just like hop along the floor, keeping low and staying out of his line of sight if possible.
Okay. So as you do that, Darius, what were you doing at your Shade Heart?
I actually want to look at the, like where the Shadow Heart is in the middle of the room.
Mhm.
Does the containment system look similar to the containment system of the Shade Heart I'm standing by?
Roll a perception.
I'm not at my desk.
Want me to roll for you?
Yes, please. I can keep.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 for him.
No, you already said me.
Oh.
14 plus.
I think it's +4. Can I give him my bonus?
No. It is. +4. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So you look over, and the kind of the third that you can see of the circle that sits underneath the main Shadow Heart. You look at the one that you're standing beside, and you can see that that is definitely that. The Shadow Heart is a larger version of the same ring that has been kind of arcanically kind of inscribed at the bottom of this Shade Heart.
Okay, I'm going to cast message towards Trey. And I'm going to say, I have an idea, it might be a little bit crazy, but what if we destroyed the containment field around the Shadow Heart?
Are we limited to words in this communication?
Message, no.
No.
Monologue.
Seems like desperate times call for desperate measures. I tried to get out of this thing as I walked past it. I don't have a skill for magic or what it takes to make such a complex item, but I do know that most things can be broken. And I think it might be the only choice we have.
Okay. I'll probably regret this. Are we in initiative or no?
No. Daylin's just watching. Daylin's specifically watching you right now.
Do I see him watching me?
Yeah, he's right at the edge of the room, kind of floating, watching down. Yeah.
Okay, I will mutter again. I don't know if I can make the first move. He's watching me like a hawk.
I'm not sure what I can do about the big Shadow Heart in the middle, but we got these Shade Hearts. You think maybe, since we're all going to be at one, we orchestrate, or maybe inspire the others to do something about the individual Shade Hearts?
To be honest, I think if we release the Shadow Heart, it's gonna go for Daylin. He's the most powerful one in here.
Is he?
Good night, puppy. What?
Nothing. You're
Yeah.
talking to Trey.
I will also stop muttering, and I am going to look up at Daylin. And I thought you said this doesn't hurt them.
It's not painful at all.
They're
It's just that-
dying.
It's a little bit tiresome, yes, but there's no pain involved.
There are bones littered on this floor. How many people have you killed?
Listen, experiments have failures until success is achieved. We had a few failures, a few containment issues, but everything is fine now.
I like to cast message if I can before anything happens.
Go ahead.
I will. I guess it probably would be Darius. I have eyes on Daylin up above. There's some sort of pillar structure with stones. I think it's some sort of protection magic. I'm gonna take a closer look.
Okay. Maybe see if you can disable it.
I'll do what I can.
I'm going to try to free the Shadow Heart.
That's insane.
Yep.
Especially because Colin's big giant smile when you said that.
But maybe the chaos of that might be enough for us to escape. If I can.
Well, I figured we had... That would at least distract Daylin. And then we could attempt to leave and try to evacuate as many people as possible.
Let me see about this protection spell.
Okay.
Okay, Jak, down at your Shadeheart, after seeing this gentleman sit down on the ground cross-legged, what do you wish to do?
Jak is still looking to see what Darius is doing.
Yeah, you can see kind of Darius kind of looking back and then kind of like doing some mumbling. Darius, you haven't touched the Shadeheart, right? Yeah.
Nope.
Right. So he's kind of like, you see him like kind of mumbling and looking over his shoulder, looking up at Daylin. You can see that he's kind of hesitating, but you can also see the person that was beside him is sitting cross-legged on the ground as well.
Jak's gonna look at the person on the ground and kind of put his hand on their shoulder again. Are you all right?
No response.
And then Jak is gonna look to where Trey's at because I think Trey's close to him.
Yeah, Trey's just off to your east.
And Jak's gonna like look over to him and be like, Trey.
Jak, what?
It's pretty
It's kinda
far. It's like you can see him, but he is 130 feet away.
Oh gosh.
But you do have a line of sight. But yeah, you would have to like you could yell because it is a wide open space. But
I don't think Jak's going to. I think Jak is going to just look back at Darius and Trey, and he's not gonna touch the Shadeheart, but he is gonna hold his hands in the air like he thinks he's like faking it right now.
okay,
And then he's just gonna chill as he's like looking at him to like wait for something.
go ahead and roll a performance check, please.
This would be the perfect time for a natural 20. I did not, however, but I did roll a 17, which performance I get a +2 in, so that'll be a 19.
Amazing. Yeah, as you kind of like try to mimic the chanting that you heard from the individual beside you and their hand motions, you're pretty sure you're nailing it. Like it looks pretty much exactly what they were doing. Mastos, just quickly checking in. What did you want to do?
I too will again cast message to Darius.
Okay.
So, this person's like Dead? Do we have a plan?
What do you mean? Who's dead?
This thing, this person. This isn't magic. You can heal. This is, and they'll do this to the conviction. They'll do this till they die. Will we end up like that?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Now, was I able to hear him when he said he wanted to, oh no, because that was cast to, Elion, yeah, never mind. They said containment issues. Do we...
I think we let the big one out.
And I look over at the big one. Can I see it well from here? Can I see things that stand out?
Yeah, roll a perception. Let's see what you see.
That's a dirty 20.
Excellent.
Only
Yeah.
plus 8.
You take a look out, and you can see you see the runic circle underneath. You see bones everywhere. It really looks almost identical to what you're standing in front of, just on a larger scale. You see kind of purple mist kind of moving around. And for a second, you almost feel like it was trying to form a shape, but then it kind of dissipates and continues to kind of swirl.
Well, again, to Darius. Can you, Elion, and I attack it somehow? The base of it looks to be possibly, unless we can penetrate the glass containment.
He did say not to break it, so that's probably how we do it.
I cast message to Elion. Hey buddy, you want to do something crazy with me?
At any point, has my raven made it to the? Because I don't want to answer these until I like.
Yeah, get information.
Yeah, we'll check back in. So
Okay,
as your
yeah.
raven's walking over to the pillar, go ahead and roll another stealth, please.
Okay. 18 plus Raven stealth. Hold on. Stealth. Dexterity, right?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, Raveny hops over very quietly over to the tower. Daylin, again, as you're glancing over, Daylin seems completely engaged in what Darius is doing, not paying attention whatsoever to the bird. As you get a little bit closer, carrying through kind of your investigation check, as you look up, it looks like the gems are flush with the surface. So it doesn't look like something you can grab. So if you were trying to remove these, you would probably have to try and chisel it out or something. It doesn't look like it's kind of, just inserted or anything. It looks like it's embedded within there somehow.
Okay. Now that I'm like right up to it, does it look like glass, or like what's its properties? Does it look delicate or does it look strong? Like, do I have a sense that I could peck it and break it, or is
right? Well, you inherently know that if anything's a magical item, that a peck definitely wouldn't be something that would break it if these are magical. Let's do an investigation.
Okay. 13. Investigation is should know this. 7. Oh, 7. Okay, so dirty 20.
Awesome. Yeah, as you take a look at it, and you're kind of looking at the thing as a whole now, as well as the details of these gems that are inserted, and you kind of start to put it together and realize that this piece of rock itself is 1 unit piece. This is being placed here with the gems already in it, not the gems added afterwards. And that's why the rock itself looks sort of inconsequential, no special runes or anything. In the rock itself, it seems to just be the housing for these gems. This has been placed here with the gems already in it. So you don't see any way to remove it or necessarily break the gems without any type of major force like you would try to break any type of magical item.
Okay. Fuck.
And then you hear in your head, want to do something crazy with me?
Not really. I'm gonna back my Raven up. Yeah, I'm gonna back the Raven up. Does it look like it's just placed on the floor, or does it look like it's like mounted to the floor? How heavy, big does this look?
So with that investigation, yeah, you can see it's sitting within the floor. Like, you can't see how deep down it is, but it is definitely inserted within there. It's a massive piece of rock. It's not something you kind of like could pull out and put on your shoulder or anything like that. Like, it's about what, 15-20 feet high, and about 5 feet wide, cubically. So it's a giant piece of rock.
Okay, hold on. Before I move my guy out of the way. Do something. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to place my beak on one of the gems.
Okay.
And let me know if anything happens. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, so she kind of like flutters up a little bit, the gems being a couple of feet up. The bottom right one kind of reaches out, does a little peck at it. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, while touching it, I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay. So as you cast the magic spell, you feel the energy surge through it. And this is... It's hard to get all the details. You get the feeling it's something almost ancient. A protective energy of some kind. And you understand that the power connecting these things are what have caused protection within this room itself. As you kind of like try to piece it all together, well, how would this magic kind of incorporate with what we see around us? And you kind of understand the only reason that this piece of this room has even survived is because of the protection that is embedded within these relics. And you're going to start to piece it together and remember back and think back about how they'd mentioned this was a testing room. Experiments were always done, and there was a major sort of catastrophe that kind of destroyed the room. And you're all piecing it together now that this was in place to protect from any experiment going wrong. And it had saved this entire room from whatever it was happened with the Shadow Heart.
Okay, so it's less protection on Daylin, and it's more protection on the physical properties of the room, essentially.
Yes.
I will answer Mastos. What do you have in mind?
Freeing the Shadow Heart?
Funny. I was somewhat considering the same thing. Would I, judging by how the Shadow Arts react, would I be very confident that they would probably go for Daylin if released? Like, does his presence, magical presence, does it seem like it would be a big enough beacon?
I mean, you're not 100%
No.
sure how Shadowhearts really react. All you know is that they try to take over powerful things. You don't even necessarily know they would go for the most powerful. You just know that they try to assume basically a physical body within the mortal plane when they can, and they're attracted to power, but there's not really a way for you to ascertain that. You haven't even seen these Shade Hearts do anything yet, so you're not really sure what they'd be capable of.
Right. So there's one Shadow Heart and the rest are babies?
Yep.
I'm gonna say inside my head, oh brother, I think I'm going to do something a bit dangerous. I don't know if you can hear what I'm thinking, but
Why risk it for these people? We could leave.
I can't really do that anymore. And I'm gonna cast polymorph on myself. And I'm going to polymorph myself into a bird. I'm going to fly up to the platform. And I'm going to send a message as I'm flying to each one of my party members.
You can cast a spell while you're shapeshifted.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I can't. Okay.
You have to do it before you
Right.
polymorph.
Do it before. Just do it.
So I'll just cast the same message to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready. Destroy them all. And then I'm going to fly up.
Okay.
And then
You
I'm going to
cast-
say to myself in my head as I'm flying, like, we ran from everything. I think it's time we stop running. And I hope you're with me on this.
You all hear this message come through to your minds as you kind of all glance up, as you see a bird land on the floor that is floating above. Elion, do you drop your polymorph or do you stay in the bird form?
I am going to drop my polymorph and land. Superhero land.
As you drop your polymorph and you're about to land and you get a view of Daylin's back as he's staring down at Darius, and you feel a jolt, almost like electricity, and you blink for a second, and you see yourself standing inside the library, your bookstore from home with chains on the walls. You see this glass cube in the middle filled with black smoke. You see a hand start to form in the glass. We'll take a break and see what happens when we come back. Welcome back from the break. As we left off, the ATLADS in the testing room, or Daylin's lair, I guess you could call it if you wanted to. Having lost the one-on-one battle, Jak Nara, unfortunately, the group had agreed to feed their energy, to the shade hearts within Daylin's room.
Did we though? I knew this was shady.
A plan to break free the main shadow heart had been played around, and as Elion decided to fly up to the platform above, communicating to all of the teammates to kill them all as he lands on the floating platform. Destroy them all as he lands on the platform, reaching out to his brother from within, finds himself standing in the wrecked library with chained windows in front of a glass cube filled with black smoke as a hand appeared. Elion, as you look forwards, you see now out of the smoke a face start to come towards the glass. It's pale, long face, black hair, kind of floating off to the side. Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't think we have a choice. We need to save them. We can't let others die because of our cowardice. Because of my cowardice. Do what you need to do.
You would willingly give me control. Not force me, but willingly give it.
I trust you'll keep us safe.
Of course, I will. But what if you can't return?
As long as they're safe. As long as they're safe.
Very well. And the hand pushes through the glass, kind of melding out of it and reaching out with the hand towards you.
I will grasp it.
As you grasp it, you feel a slow pull as this hand starts to slowly pull you towards the glass cube.
Just keep them safe. And I'll let it happen.
Yeah, pulls you in. And as you almost feel yourself breeze against this person, he calls himself Varus. I will keep us safe. And pulls you into the glass cube as he steps out. And you fall into darkness. Everybody in the room, you get this message from Elion. As you hear it destroy them all, what do you all do?
Well, I think we would wait to see what he does. And then, yeah, I basically... sorry, 1 second.
Trey is going to take several steps back and put the current dilapidated, destitute creature that was once a human, I presume, directly between himself and the Shade Heart. And he's going to get all the way to one side of the platform.
All right, so you kind of pivot them in between you and the Shade Heart. There.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. What does everybody else do? So Darius is waiting.
Is that what yeah? Is that what...
What would you do, Mastos, when you receive this message back from Elion?
I think everyone knows what Mastos is gonna do.
Casting large on a tree.
Yeah.
I was gonna say cast Goodberry.
I was gonna do that for you, sir, but I don't think you would have eaten them. No, I was gonna cast Speak with Plants, guys. God.
That tracks too.
I am going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
Or either Moonbeam or hold on. They're both AoE spells. So, I will actually cast Heat Metal on this. Is it a metal base? This like where all the
No,
runes
it's
and
just
everything?
it's just a purple sphere.
Oh, okay. Ignore the.
That's just a
Well,
token.
then yeah. So I will just Moonbeam it.
So you're gonna moonbeam the Shade Heart?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll damage. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Hold on, I just want to clarify, Tim. Are you attacking the Shade Heart or the
He said
Shadow
this.
Heart?
He said destroy them all. So
Okay.
I'm thinking he means the Shade Hearts.
Okay.
Even though our plan was the Shadow Heart. Sorry, I'm just looking for my D10. 8. 16. No. 14. 19. And 20. 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. So Trad moved. Mastos, you release the incantation for Moonbeam.
Just
Comes down. This bright light just spreading this purple auras around, kind of pushing it off to the side as this divine energy comes shooting down. Darius, you said you weren't going to do anything until you seen what Elion was doing?
Yeah, until
Okay.
he makes whatever move he's gonna make.
Okay. And Jak, what would you do when you heard this?
Jak would pull his pistol out, and he's gonna kind of hold it, and he's just looking up at where Elion's at, and he is waiting for anything.
Okay. So you're kind of holding a shoot action if some type of aggression or something pops off. Okay. Darius, you do, as you're kind of waiting for Elion for something to happen, you see Daylin quickly startle and turn around, and you see him run away from the edge towards something in the middle of the room. And Mastos, as you release your spell, it immediately you hear this shattering noise as the outside of the sphere completely gets obliterated. Pieces of it fly off, almost like a glass globe. As it does, this purple energy within stays swirling. The glass gone, this form now. The color of it starts to change to red, white, gray. You see it start to change form. You see a mouth. Second, third, fifth mouth. You see an arm start to extend. You see eyes start to bulge from it. You see a humanoid figure start to open up, and you hear this rabid gnashing as these teeth start to form and start chattering as you feel the energy pulsing from it as a unknown beast stands before you.
who starts its turn in my moonbeam, right?
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh god, gosh.
Everybody?
2.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh wait, no, 4. I have 4 for initiative.
22.
Oh.
19 for Jak.
Oh, my fucking initiative rolls have been fire.
All right, let me get everybody.
4. I thought that's what Elliot was going to roll.
Sorry, Jak, you were 4. I wasn't writing this down. Jak,
No,
you were
19, 19.
Oh,
Mastos is 4.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
20.
I just figured after Elion said his rolls were fire, he was going to say some like low number.
Darius
14.
and Trey.
22.
2.
I think that's
okay.
Trey's like most common number he rolls.
Okay, and then one more. Okay, let me just, before I do this, let me just change the music a little bit.
Everything had calmed down.
Okay. Let me get this order. Oh. Great. Then we have Jak. Yeah.
Can I move?
Master. Okay. All right. As this all happens, Trey, you do see Daylin kind of run away from the edge. You kind of have a little glimpse at the corner of him as he runs away into the center of the room. You see over where you very clearly see where Mastos is as you're kind of keeping anybody in view. You see as he shatters with the moonbeam coming down, glass breaking, shattering everywhere, and you see the strange form come together right in front of him. What do you do?
Seeing the action kicking off, Trey has no idea if this is going to work or not, but he knows what he's going to do, and he doesn't hesitate. Like a middle linebacker taking off, he just sprints directly at the spinal column of that creature that stands between him and the Shade Heart, and he's just going to bull rush and try to take everything over the edge.
Okay. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
That's an 18.
18. Okay. So as you charge forwards, hitting the back spine of this person, completely splitting them in half. Top part goes to the side, bottom slides off to the side. As you charge through, your shoulder hits the Shade Heart. It doesn't move. Roll damage. Roll a d12 for me.
That's a 3 on the d12.
Okay. Bam. So as your shoulder hits it, you see a crack appear within it, and you almost bounce off it as you see the ring underneath the circle flicker a little bit as you kind of bounce backwards with a crack in the side of the Shadow Heart. You do anything else?
I think Trey is gonna find someone to borrow here in this place so far removed from everything else. And I think it's a bit of a shock to him when he seeks out all of the potential trays that could be here, and he finds that so many of them are that dilapidated skeleton, half mush melted people, completely useless to him. And he finds one of the rare few that's still functioning, and he pulls that person in with him.
Okay. Where do you want them to be?
I think Trey would want them to be on
Other side?
kind of the like, I guess not the exact opposite side of him, of the Shade Heart, but basically off to his right, so that they're kind of triangulated with it instead of like one across.
You should be able to move them. I think. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there you go.
Approximately like that.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so you cracking in, so you just kind of step back and you kind of search through, and as you kind of open your eyes and you see the other version of you, robes and all, face still quite intact though, and it gives you a nod of the head. Anything else for you? Any movement or anything?
Nope, that's all we got for now.
Alrighty. So up above, you hear what? Not sure what's going on because you guys can't see anything, but okay. Jak, you're up.
Cool. So there's nothing in front of Jak besides this orb.
Yes, that's right. Shadeheart is there. The arcanic circle underneath, still glowing.
Does he see the one that spawned at Mastos?
Yeah, there's no obstruction here. There's like the floating room, but you guys can basically see the top of all of the columns.
Okay. And I can see the thing that is potentially going to be attacking my teammate.
Yeah, it is actually illuminated in a divine radiant light right now that is emanating from nowhere that you can see in the sky.
Okay. It's not in front of Mastos anymore? Is that right?
No, it is. It is.
Okay. I guess
Yeah.
I just don't see it anymore. Boop. And Mastos is approximately 280 feet away from me. But I can shoot up to 600 feet with my bow and 320 feet with my pistol. So, Jak is going to see that, and he is going to start popping shots.
All right, roll to attack.
As he does so, however, he is going to begin closing the distance.
Okay.
As he has no threat in front of him,
Mhm.
so he is going to attempt to get to his friend.
Okay.
So I kind of picture him, left hand Talamor's favor comes out as he's kind of springs off the ground, takes shots,
Yeah,
and
sure.
continues like moving directly towards him.
Okay. You got 12 feet. We'll let you jump down there. Should be another. Yeah, we'll let you get to kind of the edge of this.
All right, and if I recall correctly, if it's past my 80 feet, I'm at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
So, my first attack is a 15, followed by a 9, putting me at a 19 to hit.
19 does indeed hit.
Sweet. And I believe this Nilja pistol holds how many rounds?
5.
5? Alright,
I
cool.
think
I
so. You already shot 3, right?
3 of them, yeah. Alright. That is 11 piercing damage,
Okay.
followed by 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And then he'll take a second shot
All right.
at disadvantage. There's a 9 on the die, followed by a 9 on the die. So 3 9s in a row, 19 to hit.
That hits.
And damage-wise, we are looking at terrible rolls for damage. We are going to be 6 piercing and 1 fire damage.
Okay.
As he kind of hits the ground, continuing to run, and he's going to use his bonus action to reload the pistol, as he's actually never done this before, but very smooth and quick. He, off his bandolier, is just snapping bullets into this thing. As he loads regular bullets, as his bandolier does not contain any of his fire bullets.
Yeah, almost instinct. As the bandolier, you almost like run the pistol right down the bandolier as you like flick the bullets and
That's sick.
and hit the chamber, and it just rotates and you're ready to go.
Awesome, that's dope.
All right, anything else for you?
That'll be it for Jak.
All right.
Gosh, that just made me smile, Rebecca. That sounds cool.
Mastos, this thing standing in your beam of light. Go ahead and roll more damage. And it will now roll a saving.
9. 10. Oh, that one fell on the ground, and that's a 4.
And what's the saving throw?
9, 18, 28. It is 16 con.
And 28, and it is radiant damage, right?
32 radiant damage.
Radiant, okay. Okay, got it. This thing immediately lashes forward. You see it kind of, its form kind of like still piecing itself together, but goes straight for you as the multiple mouths just chittering and shattering. It's making it hard to concentrate. You kind of like blinking your eyes almost, trying to keep your concentration as it rushes forwards. And you see one of the mouths almost extend out, go to bite you.
I bite back.
15 to hit?
Does not hit.
Okay. As the bite kind of comes out and you kind of dodge out of the way, you see these two claws. First slash with the claw, 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Second slash, 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Get 1.
As you feel the claws sink into your skin, you take 12 slashing damage. And 11 force damage. As you feel this hand almost insert inside your body and almost pull you towards it as it does not release, and you're grappled.
Okay.
And that will be the turn of that entity. Darius, you're up.
Okay, I heard something happen up above.
You heard Daylin yell out in pain.
Okay. What's the distance here? Okay. I am going to cast Shatter at 4th level on the Shadow Heart container.
Shatter at 4th level at the Shadow Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me just verify here. Okay, I will have to move closer. Shit, will I be able to see it from here?
Are you flying?
No, I will drop to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, see? Okay. I didn't realize it was that big of a drop. Where did I go?
Yeah, because you would have to try and scale down that.
There I am. Well, how did I get up it?
You climbed, remember? I said it's an easy climb, but there's like steps and stuff along the side of the column.
Okay. Well, then I guess for this turn... Fuck. 1 second. Because I gotta make sure I can actually do this. Yeah, I will cast Dimension Door
Okay.
over to here. And
Okay, right underneath the room. Okay.
oh, I thought somebody was right near me. Can I see anyone from where I am?
Well, it was Elion's token that isn't there anymore.
Okay.
You can pretty much see everybody. There's other than you don't have a great view of Trey, but other than that, you can really see everybody. Other than obviously the room above as well. You can hear below it.
Yeah, I think everyone's too far away from me for me to do anything. So that will be the end of my turn.
Glorious turn it was.
Alrighty. Daylin's turn. So he is going to panic. See.
Is Darkness Elion's brother?
Yeah, maybe.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We have a name for him now.
We do?
Yeah, his name's Darkness. Darkness.
We have a name for him.
Nope, Darkness.
I just don't remember what it was. It starts with a V.
It's Darkness.
Okay.
Varkness?
Varys.
Mastos, you're up.
We have theirs.
So you said I'm restrained, right?
Grappled, not restrained.
Grappled? Okay.
Yeah, 0 movement.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my action to move the moonbeam just a little bit.
Okay.
So, did he exit the moonbeam?
It's 5 feet. Yeah.
So I shall move the moonbeam circumference to touch his little booty. And hurt him. And I will use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
On my staff.
Before you do any of that, could you roll a wisdom saving throw, please?
I could. I don't like the sounds of that, but I guess. Is this some sort of magical effect? Or spell effect?
It is not magical, actually.
No, it's not. Well, I rolled a 14 plus 8, so 22.
Dang! Nice! No, as you kind of like reach out to move your moonbeam and the chattering of these teeth just get to such a piercing amount. Your head almost starts to rattle. The bones inside your skull you can feel almost bouncing against each other. But you manage to push through it and you pull the moonbeam over as it starts to burn this mound of what is now becoming flesh of mouths and eyeballs. And yes, you execute your shillelagh spell.
That's all for my turn.
Okay, perfect. Trey, you're up. Shade heart cracked. Person split in two, but you have one of your alternate cells at your side.
So I would hear that my friends are doing something. I imagine that Trey is pretty focused on trying to get this thing over the edge, and he probably hears screaming and something going on. I think he's gonna squat down and put his hands on something, search for purchase to try to collect something to debase this orb and hopefully be able to shift it enough to maybe roll it, and he's gonna see if he can try to muscle it.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
That'll be a 16.
16. So as you kind of like bend down to almost get like a grip on the ground and kind of get your shoulder ready, the other you puts his hand on his shoulder, shakes his head, and you see him point down towards the ring that is glowing underneath.
Okay, there's a ring underneath, and I guess Trey, he's not really sure exactly how to handle this, so he just rips the sword from his scabbard, Brissinger, and he just starts ripping against that ring. Not even sure if it makes sense to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll attack for me.
First attack would be 24.
24, amazing. Roll damage. As you yell your command word, the flames just ignite on the ground.
9 damage from the sword plus 7 fire damage.
Awesome. Yeah, as your flamesword just hits the ground, as it's just about to connect with that arcanic ring is kind of glowing, your companion kind of grabs the top of the blade with a fire, almost looks like it's going through his hands, and just shoves it into the ground. And you see the arcanic ring disconnect and dissipate as you see the Shade Heart just gently float a few feet off the ground. Anything else for you?
So it begins to float in front of Trey.
Yeah.
I think I've put to purpose my capacity for like actually acting right now.
Mhm.
But seeing that floating, Trey is gonna go right back to point blank, trying to get this thing over the edge and out of the fight.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of brace yourself and kind of like almost start to move forwards as your companion does the same thing.
Thank you.
All right. Up top.
Sorry, it actually should have took moonbeam damage on the new turn it entered the space when I moved it.
Okay, it's radiant, right?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
I already rolled it. It was 22.
22. Noted. Okay. Oh, dang. This is so exciting, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Darius, you being close, you can... And you see Daylin as he gets knocked off the edge of the room to the ground below and takes that much. Yeah, you just see him fall from the side. Almost looks like he was on the ground already, and just tumbles right down. Just see him hit the ground beneath. Jak, you're up.
You're muted, dude.
I knew that. I was just testing you. Good job. We'll see how much attention you paid. Boom. He's gonna see his good friend Daylin out in over yonder.
He's currently prone.
Currently prone. As Jak is continuing running, he think Daylin looks in good shape or bad shape.
Roll a perception. Pretty far away.
Jak is not opposed to shooting this guy. Perception will be a dirty 18.
Okay. Yeah, you noticed even as falling, you see almost a blood streak being left behind him as he lands. And you, with that perception, you can see a magnitude of deep slashes and cuts all over his body. He looks very hurt.
I like that. 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 Yeah, I guess Jack's gonna go for the assist. And is gonna take some shots at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll attack at disadvantage.
Excellent. My first attack at disadvantage will be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, dang. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Ooh, good roll. That'll be 11 bludgeoning. Or is it piercing? I already forget.
It's bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, yeah. A ball's hitting them.
Gotcha.
Okay, he'll be taking another shot. Followed by... I just rolled 2 9s again in a row, so at disadvantage that'll put me at a 19 to hit.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent. Should have reloaded that thing with fire rounds. That will be 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I will be making a third attack.
Okay.
And that is that's a 19. Followed by an 18 on the die, so that'll be a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
It hits, it hits. And what a way to finish it off. 12 bludgeoning damage, max damage.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, as you unleash your shots, kind of like threading the needle here because of the kind of the crystals and rocks in the way, and kind of just get that gap and almost rapid fire. You hardly see Daylin even react as these bullets hit him.
Nice. Jack kind of snickers to himself as he was in peril but moments ago. And yeah, he's already expended his movement, bonus action, and all that, so that'll be it for Jack.
Okay. Next up, Mastos. This thing now still standing in your moonbeam as it's kind of searing the back of it. And you notice as this energy pulsing down, searing at the flesh immediately regrowing and just disappears, goes. Radiant energy might not be feeding it, but it doesn't look like it's hurting it. But as you stand there, as it has this hand kind of in place in your chest up to half of what its arm would be, the bite comes out yet again towards you. 21 to hit.
That hits.
As the teeth sink into you, take 23 piercing damage, and as it does, the vibration of the bones starts shaking as you also take 14 force damage.
Do I?
Yes.
Well, he can release me because I'm in death saves.
As you kind of hit the ground, this mound of flesh still kind of inserted into your chest as the moonbeam dissipates. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
23.
Okay, awesome. The entity removes the fleshy appendage and walks right over to the kneeling down, cross-legged individual, and two claws come lashing out. Whoever can see up there, see the one claw just rip through and slice this thing into 3 pieces. The left-hand side of it falling to the side, the middle falling backwards, the other side slipping off the edge as it gets completely destroyed. This thing moves forwards. 35. As it floats off the edge. And that will be its turn. Darius, you're up.
You said I saw Daylin fall or falling or whatever, right?
Yeah, you've seen Daylin fall, and then almost immediately you hear and see Jak with his Nolgi pistol, 3 gunshots ring off. As you see Daylin kind of laying on the top of a crystal about 30 feet maybe away from you.
All right, Darius was prepping to shatter the crystal, and immediately as he clocks him falling, he's going to turn his aim and pull, and you'll start to see static start to form up in the top of the room that we're in, and then a giant circle of lightning will just crash down upon him.
Okay, going right on Daylin?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And I believe that is a con 16 save.
Okay. Okay, so 21.
That'll save. And now I just got to... Is that it then? Does he not take the damage?
Half damage on Shatter, I'm pretty sure.
Or half as much, yeah. Okay, so that's 5d8. 1, so 4.
Y'all see the entire area just for a second light with
8.
white flash of light pushing away the purple for a second.
16. 19 divided by 2.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, as he's laying on the ground, this goes off, and you just see kind of you see pieces of that robe that he had just almost to flick off as it just gets severed, almost like there's little daggers just slicing pieces of it off, and he kind of like twitches. You can see a pool of blood just gushing down this crystal that he's on. Anything else for you?
Hold on. Let me see this thing. How much of my movement would be expended to climb down this thing?
We'd say you could kind of get halfway. If you're trying to get to him, we'll say you could kind of get halfway almost. Like
right about here?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll say they kind of hop across and drop down. Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. That will be my turn.
All right. Next up is the Daylin. Not looking too hot right now. So he uses half his movement to stand up. You see him quickly glance and take in the room to see what's happening. And he... Yeah. You see him kind of kneel down, Darius, and as he does, he disappears, reappears. Just a little behind you. You can see almost immediately drops to his knee. You can see all the wounds, all the slash marks, blood just starting to almost immediately pool at his feet. As he turns around, getting a line of sight at Jak. Let's see how. Okay. So Jak, as he kind of reaches back, you kind of see him reapparate, and you're kind of nodding to yourself. You see he looks back with the crystal ball. He's this look of anguish and pain on his face as he kind of reaches it towards you. And as he does, you start to see some of the floating rocks around start to kind of shift slightly, and then they all get pulled towards you. If you could roll a dexterity saving throw. Shouldn't be too difficult.
You're muted.
25.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, so you take half damage. So 13 bludgeoning damage. All these rocks come firing at you, and you manage to duck out of the way of a lot of them. And that will be Daylin's turn. Mastos, roll a death saving throw, please.
You say it so like morbidly. Come on, man. No, like it's fine. It's fine. That's a 4.
Okay. 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 One failed death save. Trey. The magical ring underneath, broken, disconnected. The Shade Heart floating a few feet above, ready to push. What do you do?
Yeah, Trey, not even sure if any of this makes sense to do or not. His whole purpose is to get this thing out of the fight so he can get back in.
Okay.
He and his other Trey are gonna just grab this thing and try to dunk it over the edge and hope that it just leaves.
Yeah, roll a strength check with advantage, please.
That'll be a 16.
16. Amazing. Yeah, you both in tandem, just shoulders into it and run forwards as it seems to give no resistance whatsoever. And you push it right off to the edge, and one final kind of try to push it downwards almost to try and get out of the way. And indeed, it does start to float downwards. Seems to give no resistance, seems to not be moving towards you, seems to be floating down and away from the platform.
Then with whatever movement I've got, we're going to start making our advance to the rest of the party. I'd take a pause there.
Yeah. Okay. So where exactly did you want to move?
From where we were at, I feel like it probably just makes sense that we would be running to the edge of this platform by the end of everything.
Okay.
So the two of us are probably approximately here.
Okay.
I just moved him without measuring anything. If I have to move him back a few feet, I totally understand. But
No,
the
that's
gist
good.
is that, okay.
Yeah, because it's 5 feet a square and you double 10. There's another 15 or so. So yeah, right to the edge, kind of prepping to get off this ledge.
Yep, thank you.
Any bonus action?
At present, no, I don't believe so.
Okay. Okay. You all see this strange black sphere of darkness immediately drop from the room above. It lands on the ground, and as it's coming down, it's not a free fall. It almost like a magnet gets pulled over to Daylin. And as this darkness encompasses Daylin, nobody can see him. Jak, you're up.
Nice. All right. Very interesting. Can Jak, from where he is at, still see the thing that it was attacking Mastos?
Yeah, you can see it floating in the air right now.
Oh, nice. I like that it's floating.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, Jak is going to continue his movement.
Roll a perception for me.
Okay. There's a 16 on the die plus 6, so 22.
Amazing. Yeah, so you do clock as you're moving up. You do clock the entity. Oh, I put that on Darius. You clock the floating entity. You also do see the person that was up there completely decimated in 3 different pieces, and you see Mastos kind of on the edge of the platform, blood just gushing down the side of the pillar, unmoving.
All right.
Totally fine.
Okay. Jak is going to look at Darius as he is running towards Darius at this point, and he's going to say, "Take care of it." And he's going to like throw his cape, and he's just going to vanish in front of Darius as he has ran 30 feet. And then I need to double check and make sure I can actually make this. 1 second. I guess before I pull the trigger on this. Oh yeah, easy peasy. And Jak is going to teleport all the way up here. And Jak is going to try to be as unseen as possible. Even going to the edge of this thing.
Okay.
As he's going to kind of come out of it, kind of drop to the ground, pistol in hand, looking at Mastos.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Use your cape, reapparate up there after yelling to Darius, and yeah, you see the kind of the back of this thing covered in eyes and mouths, kind of just floating with 20 feet off the edge of this platform.
Yeah, and I would also picture Jak like getting low to the ground, like not just like standing full up, like low. If there's any kind of oddly shaped crystals or rocks near him, to try to use that as a natural cover.
Yeah. He gets as low as possible, kind of backs up a little bit. Not really any coverage at all at the top of this thing, a clear flat platform, but definitely trying to like keep low and keep a low profile.
Yeah, and then that'll be it for Jak.
Okay, perfect. So this thing going to move towards its next closest target. It's full movement. Bashing. Let's see, how far are we? Okay, that's all it can do right now. Darius, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move out here. And you said Daylin's inside that darkness?
Yeah, you know where Daylin was, and now, yeah, you watch the darkness kind of land from above and just completely encompass that area. About 10 feet.
Elion, is that you? I need you to move the dock so I can see him. And I'm going to ready Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
To see if they actually move the darkness so I can see.
Okay, perfect. Daylin's turn. Okay. Be interesting. Darius, as you finish that, calling out to Elion, you immediately see the darkness disappear. You see Daylin laying on the ground again, covered in blood, almost crawling towards the exit, but the darkness is gone.
Okay, so with him in vision, I'll unleash both Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Attack at disadvantage.
A disadvantage? Okay.
Yeah, he's prone.
Oh, that sucks. Hold on. Oh,
You
wait,
get
I already rolled
disadvantage when they're
twice.
prone?
For
One
ranged.
raged attacks. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So the first one is a 10, which I doubt is going to do anything.
Yeah, 10's a miss.
Okay, the second one will be a 21.
21 definitely hits.
Alright, let me just pull this little guy out here. Will be 7 points of damage.
Okay. As the second Eldritch Blast, as you can send your energy, one missing, the second one manages to hit him. And as it does, he kind of lurches forwards. He yells, ah! And as he does, the darkness reappears.
Cool.
Anything else for you? Sorry. Oh, no, that was your reaction. Mastos, go ahead.
Go ahead with what? Go with that,
Death
my
saving
death
throw.
saving throw? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I really shouldn't joke about things. You got a nat one, didn't you?
Did you get a nat one?
I got a nat one.
Jak, as you kind of like back up and your body low to the ground, getting ready for the opportunity to help Mastos out, you look over as you see. Let's take his last breath. As Mastos, the light of the Fae that you see rushing towards you, stops and starts fading away. As blackness starts to take your vision. The sound falls away. Sound of battle. And the wind rushing around you disappears. Darkness and loneliness starts to take you. Trey, you're up.
Trey can just feel in his bones. This fight isn't going how it's meant to. Something's wrong, and he needs to get down there immediately. Both Trey just run to the edge, and we just do what it takes to get to our friends. I don't know how high this is. It seems like it probably isn't terribly tall. I'm thinking that we just try to parkour our way to our homies.
Yeah. So directly kind of north. Yeah. So go ahead and roll me an acrobatics.
That'll be a 22.
Yeah, with no problem at all. You both kind of leap off and you get some traction. Safely land. Your companion barely even touching the ground. As you see like the feet kind of moving and the legs moving, but kind of almost glides down where you are. Did you want to dash also to get further? That would be your normal movement where you are right now.
Yeah, we're gonna dash to try to get to our friends.
Okay. Yep. Well, you're 30 or 35? 30.
Yeah, we're 30.
Okay. Yeah, you start speeding your way up there. Now we're getting a really good visual of Darius and the black sphere just north of you.
And that's all we can do. We're just going balls to the wall trying to get there.
Okay. In the sphere of darkness, Darius, you can't see anything, but you hear the fast slashing of blades. And you start to see blood start to slice out on the ground surrounding the dark sphere. As you hear breath escape from someone. One more down. Jak, you're up.
I feel like, though there's distance between Jak and Mastos, I feel like his legs don't even like move as he's just instantly there. Arrives at Mastos on his knees, and he's Mastos as he puts his hand on his chest, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on him. I presume there is not really a response from Mastos.
Yeah, you put your healing energies in, and knowing what happens and that feeling you get when you successfully execute one of these spells, you know you execute it, but you feel the healing energy not leave your fingertips. You feel it kind of just dissipate.
Upon that, Jak, a little more concerned, starts kind of like putting his hands all over Mastos. Come on, man! And he's like grabbing him by the face, and he's kind of like slapping him along the face. He reaches into his pouch and he pulls out the 3 remaining good berries he had, and he shoves them down in Mastos's mouth. And he has a health potion beside him, and he's just continuously trying to get something out of him.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Starts smushing them in. His body just no give, just moving with every movement that you try to make with it.
I don't think Jak knows if anyone can do any kind of healing on that level. So he's just going to yell, "Guys! Guys!" And that'll be it.
Okay. The entity floating, Darius, you can kind of see it from behind as it starts to move closer to you. Okay. And as it does, floats right down, however, cannot do anything right now as it uses its dash action. Darius, you're up.
He hears Jak, but sees this monstrosity approaching him, and he kind of like one thing at a time. And he is going to summon the Soul Seeker. He will place. I'm pretty sure I have it. Let me just verify.
While you're looking that up, as you go to summon the Soul Seeker, roll a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, no, and I have no lucks left. Wisdom saving throw, that is a 4.
4. Roll a d8, please.
D8. 7.
As you go to pull out the Soul Seeker, the chattering of the teeth intensifying so much that this inner fear and dread strikes you deep in your heart, and you feel yourself unable to move.
Okay.
Trey, you're up.
I believe... I'm not actually sure exactly where Jak and Mastos are. I think they're way off to the side, right?
Yeah, although you can't necessarily see them when you're running up, with your perception, passive perception, you can definitely, as he called that out, you can definitely clock where that voice was coming from. So you know they're to the northeast of you, up on the platform.
I believe Trey... Well, I don't think there's much he can do to be able to get there any more quickly. I think he's going to continue running up here, and he'll see Darius. And I think that we're just going to move... Hang on now. let's see here. Yeah, we can basically get near Darius if we dash, so we'll just do that. We'll
Okay.
just dash to get up here.
Okay.
And, we'll just do what it takes to maximize speed, parkour our way up there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you just see little flakes of the crystals and rock just speeding out behind you as you guys just head down, charging ahead as quickly as possible. Elion, the darkness that took over you and kind of took your vision seemed to last not even a second. As you kind of open your eyes and you see you are in that glass cube, you understand that you're on the other side of it looking out. The ruined library. You see Varys standing in front. We only need 2 more. We should take them, yes.
From who? I haven't seen anything. I don't know what's happening. Is everyone
Wow.
okay? Is it over?
There is one of your friends gone. He shouldn't go to waste, should he?
Wait, who? What do you mean gone? What's happened? You were to keep them safe.
I took out the danger. We are safe. Mastos. His soul is for the taking.
I don't understand. Mastos is...
His
He's
body
gone?
is destroyed.
And what happens to his soul if we take it?
You see him just reach and tap the pendant that is around his neck. It was once around yours. A borrowed power that we can use to get what we want, what we need.
So his soul will go on the pendant with the others?
Yes.
Okay.
He starts to back away from you. Did you back away from the glass or let him go?
Do I see anything else? Like last time I thought it was just in pure darkness, so is it just...
It hasn't gone to darkness yet. It's like a swirling smoke inside there that became almost clear so you could see outside.
So what do I see? Like,
Right now, you still see the smoke is like starting to slowly raise, and you see him looking at you, just backing away from the outside of the glass.
Do I see anything behind him or around him?
Just the ruins of the library.
Just no more... No one else dies. Protect them, please.
I'm trying.
Well, we'll try harder. You're failing.
You yell this out
You're
into
failing.
the blackness. You're almost sure you hear a... Trey and Darius, as you're taking in this entity, trying to figure out what to do, you see the sphere of blackness dart off. As it streaks towards the column. Jak, you're up.
Jak stands to his feet, steps over Mastos to the edge of the pillar that he's standing on, facing away from Mastos and looking down at the ongoing fight, and kind of wipes his the hand that he's holding his pistol with. He kind of wipes down on his eye. I'll be back. And Talamor's favor appears, and he's going to launch off the pillar, and he's going to do the same thing, and he's going to fire off as he's midair.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll attack.
Sweet. Let me double check how far I am here, because I'm assuming I'm a disadvantage, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A 19. I've rolled so many 9s tonight, I'm so confused.
19 definitely hits.
Yeah. I actually rolled a 19 and then a 9 for my disadvantage. That will be 8 points of piercing.
Okay.
The second attack, another 19 on the die.
Yeah, that hits.
Followed by a 2 on the die, so a 12.
12 misses.
Okay. And he'll take his third shot with his bonus action. And that is a 7 on the die and a 10 on the die, so that is a 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Let's go. And that is 6 piercing.
Okay.
Wow, man, this thing. This thing looks cool.
And are you moving? You're just staying at the edge of the platform, right?
No, Jack jumped off Talamor's favor, like he's gonna use it to like slide down.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Do
Dan
you want
will
to?
fall he can.
Do you want to like use drop to kind of slide down to the base of it and take some damage, or do you want to try and like just movement down to a ledge?
He is going to try to move to the full extent that he can safely.
Okay,
He's not.
gotcha.
He's not in like causing harm to himself.
Okay, yeah. So where you are, that would make sense. For roll an acrobatics for me, just to make sure there's no craziness.
12.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you slide down as you do a Talamor's favor, kind of sticking it into the rock, almost kind of pulling yourself down as you fire 3 shots off, one going wide, but bullets just sinking into this mound of flesh of mouths and eyes. And as you let these shots go, you see this thing just reach out and try to bite Darius. 21 to hit.
Yep.
So teeth sink in. 12 piercing damage. Vibrations just shaking your entire body as you take 10 force damage.
Okay.
And claw comes in from the right hand side. Natural 1. And the claw from the other side. Mouths on the outside of the arm, almost just gnashing, trying to bite you as the claw. 21 to hit.
I'm gonna cutting words it. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can because I had my turn already, right? Or did I? Have I had a turn since I held my action?
Yes, you have.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Good. I'm gonna cutting words that then.
Yep.
Oh, I just needed one higher. Still hits.
Okay. So as the claw sinks in, it's and kind of he goes to kind of pull it through you, trying to rip you in half. So 10 slashing damage, and the claws kind of sink into your rib cage, and they do not let go as the claws just start vibrating and shaking as you take 9 force damage, and you're grappled.
Not looking great.
As this attack, and you're trying to you're kind of blinking, trying to recover from this attack. Roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
14.
Roll a d8.
5.
5. You get this overwhelming fear of this entity now that is ripping you to shreds. You are currently frightened of it, and you have to move as far away as possible this turn with your movement.
Okay. Okay. I feel like how this would play out is, given that I'm terrified of it, I would pull the hood up and activate the invisibility and try to run away.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What direction?
I would just if there's no real cover around, right?
Yeah, not really. Until you get to the edge of the platform.
Yeah, I would. That's basically where I would head until I could. Actually, I could get here, and I'll just jump down and kind of like crouch.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's forced movement, so there's no attack opportunity.
Well, and I was invisible.
Oh yeah. Trey, you are. Second. As you see, Darius just hood up and disappear and start running, and as you kind of like come into the area, roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
We got a 10, boss.
Roll a d8.
That's a 6 on the d8.
6.
Mm-hmm.
As you see the visage of this thing, the mouths gnashing, the eyeballs lashing out, it strikes a chord within you that you haven't felt in many years. This overwhelming fear, as you just know you have to get as far away as possible from this thing. And you are right up for this turn.
Yeah, so I mean, Trey's coming up all full of gusto. They just, almost like they hit a brick wall, almost like cats on a cucumber. They just scatter like a grenade fell between them, and they just dive opposite directions, totally losing all momentum, shattering the game plan.
All right, full 30 back.
Yep.
So,
and
sorry, go ahead.
I we just like dive to try to duck behind something and try to break line of sight to get away from this thing that's gripped us with fear.
Yeah, I would say technically your other self doesn't share your fear. Where would you leave him there? Move him closer? You can move him. You're only affected by the fear yourself.
No, I think, well, we don't know where Darius is. Having lost sight of Darius and being frightened by this thing, I think we're gonna. It wouldn't make sense to try to place it any specific place. I do know that it needs to be somewhat near me, so I think I want to have it. If the other Trey's not scared, then I want to have it halfway between me and that other creature, so approximately 15 feet from myself.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
That would be somewhere around here.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, actually, right about there.
Perfect. And that's everything for you?
Thank you.
Right. Jak, you see this sphere of darkness travel like right past you. You just stop. No sound. Nothing. You're up.
All right. Jak is going to get further down. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think Jak would jump down to here instead. He's not that silly. And how close is this one? So Jack's gonna keep jumping down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd probably be as far as he can go. And is going to keep taking shots at this. As he empties his gun, he'll use his bonus action to quickly refill the pistol, and he will take 2 shots at the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping track of how many bullets you got left in your bandolier.
Yes, I had 55. It held 50, but there's 50 extra, and then I'm just now put in 5 more, so I'm at 45. Still out of range, so that will be a 12 for the first shot.
Okay, so 12 misses.
And the second one is bad. 15.
Also misses.
Alright, yeah, I figured. Okay, that will be it for Jack.
Okay. The entity seeing Trey run away. 30 feet. And then we'll dash over. Oh, you would take a swing. Well, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. Intelligence. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it rushes forward, charging after the 2 things that are running away from it. It takes an initial bite at the copy and just goes right through him. And realizes that he can't bite it. 2 slashes with the claws, ripping through as it just ripping through the nothingness. Now understanding that that is not a real thing, but can't dash anymore. Darius, you're up. If you could please roll a wisdom saving throw, please. As you hear these teeth just continue to chatter.
17.
17. What would you like to do?
Finally. I will summon the Soul Seeker again, and I will attempt an attack.
Okay.
All right. Actually, before I do that attack, I am going to place Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
I'm just gonna find it. Hold on. Make sure I actually have it. Yeah, I do. Okay. So that'll be my bonus action, and then I will attack. Okay, here we go. That'll be a 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
Excellent, excellent. And that is a D8 because I'm only using one-handed. So that will be a total of 8 damage.
8 damage, gotcha. I'm just readjusting the sphere, by the way, because the angle I had the map. Okay, 8 damage. Okay, anything else for you?
No, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Trey. What would you like to do? You are no longer frightened.
Oh, okay.
Regained your composure.
Excellent, excellent. Then, a now slightly embarrassed looking Trey. Do we see Darius?
Yeah, when I attacked,
Yeah.
it would have broke my invisibility.
Okay, 100%. I think we're gonna. Hang on, let me. How do I get this set up that it shows distance traveled as I move the miniature? Is that even a thing?
It's usually on by default. Usually you have to turn it off. I don't remember how to enable it.
Yeah,
though.
I'm looking now.
Well, it looks like we can go 30 feet to get to this side of the creature.
Okay.
And we'll have this tray get closer to Darius, practically touching him. And the two trays are going to triangulate on this beast and try to lay waste with the flaming rapier.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll attack at advantage, flanking.
Looks like 16 for the first one.
16 misses.
And the second attack is a 20.
20 hits.
It'll be 11 damage from the rapier itself, plus 8 fire damage.
Okay. Got it.
And that'll be all for Trey.
Okay.
Oh, Colin, sorry. There's an additional 4 damage that you take from that attack because of Hexblade's curse.
X-Blades. Gotcha. Okay. Nobody can see what's happening up there right now anyway, so... Jak! You're up.
You're muted, buddy.
Sorry. Jak is going to continue moving downward and taking shots. It's been good so far. Jak is going to jump. This is really high up.
Yep.
Oh, it's not on my turn still. It still says darkness turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
You're good. So Jak is going to jump to this little platform right here.
Roll an acrobatics for me.
Sweet. Obviously using Talonwar's favor since it's far away. That will be a 19.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's right below that. You good? You good?
Yep. And still has line of sight. So he's going to pop some shots.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. That is a 14.
Misses.
Love that. Oh no. Just rolled a nat 20. And a 7, which I think is just meets it. So 17.
17 hits.
I would have rather had that nat 20. And just double check, I think I get a +4, so that will be 11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And for my final shot, that will be an 18.
Excellent. That hits.
And that will be 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. What does it look like when you kill this entity?
I think at this point, like, Jak is, I wouldn't say he's overly emotional. He's definitely upset. A little emotional. As he's just, like, jumping down these large portions of rock that are floating in the air as he's, like, leaping from one to the other in between lands or in midair as he's falling, shooting a few times, landing on a rock, resetting himself, jumping to the next one and firing again. And just his shots are wild, they're sporadic, but I picture this entity like up in front of Trey, real close to Darius, intimidating them as just some of these shots are hitting, as a few of them are bursting through the side, and then finally he hits the right, the main head, if you will, as it just topples down, as its head explodes in the face of whoever's the closest to it, as it just collapses.
Absolutely. Yeah. Each bullet kind of penetrating, little explosions happening. You see the eyes just imploding. The mouths start to like break apart. The teeth start to kind of fall off. When one last shot, the top of it just pops open as the bottom part kind of crumbles to the ground. As it sprays over. As the ooze just kind of filters into the ground. No shadow heart. No shade heart. No sphere. Just a pile of molten flesh on the ground. And Jak, you hear just up above you. Oh, just one more to go. It's going to be so good. I will end it there.
No.
Get in there!
What do you mean, end it there? It's got another hour. You keep going. You have to rest me.
Mastos! No!
Mastos!
It's not fair.
No. Well, come back next week, 8 p.m. EST, to see what happens.
Hey guys, we killed Daylin.
Did we kill Daylin?
We
I was part of it. I was part of it.
I shot him.
I hit him with one Eldritch Blast. Oh, and Shatter. I got him with the Shatter too.
I am
like you're
curious.
mourning my death enough.
Darius doesn't know you're dead yet.
Let's go loot Daylin, guys. Let's go
Oh
check
my
him out.
God.
Oh my god.
Well,
All right,
I
guys, thanks
was
for watching.
looting
We'll see you next
Mastos.
week. Bye.
was actually gonna say to throw him in